Ready?
My brother sent it to me.
Oh. I thought I would be like, you know how I always mumble in the beginning? I always hum.
Yeah. Well, within, deep within.
This is what if Metallica was yacht rock.
Hell yeah.
I said it was good. It's still good.
It is good. It works.
Better.
Right.
It's better than the original. No, Metallica is yacht rock. That's pretty good.
I'd listen. I'd go on that yacht.
Credit Nick Harrison for creating that. I like
Way
a
to
good
go,
yacht.
Nick Harrison.
Yeah, I like a yacht rock. It's good.
You ever been on a yacht?
No. No.
Been on boats, cruises.
Is the Intrepid a yacht?
I don't think so.
Okay, then no. Then I'm going to say no.
Okay.
All right. Here we go, folks. It's Friday. We've got a podcast to talk about.
Indeed.
RFK Jr. Outskis.
It's a shock.
Done. Do you know what Abrosexual means?
Do you?
Not entirely. We're going to find out together.
Okay.
And Jane Fonda and JLo and the whole divorce thing.
Jane Fonda's divorcing JLo?
How is Jane Fonda divorcing JLo? Yes, we'll tell you. Plus, Frank, first in my marriage.
You said I love you?
No, stop it. Married almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 10 years. And for the first time in 10 years, Cuddles and I will be facing this issue.
Feels like the first time. Exactly.
Feels, come on, me. Very first.
Feels like the very first time. I left you hanging. So.
And we got an AOA game. That's a podcast. Let's go.
How many times?
A long week.
Can you make it one button?
No, it's complicated. Complicated. Right. Let's start with some intelligence here. Robin, Cheryl Hines could do better. It's about time somebody said it.
Someone had to say that.
I'm sure it's been said, but I feel like it should be said every single day, where she is far too talented, attractive, I don't know, kind, sense-making to be married to this rich
just
buffoon.
Crazy batshit.
Yeah, just batshit crazy.
Bear killing. Well, he didn't kill the bear. Bear hiding. Staging.
Yeah, stage. I didn't hit the bear. You didn't?
Brainworm thing.
The brainworm, the salt.
The brainworm could do better too.
That's true. That's a good point, Frank. What a burn.
Right?
I feel like we need a burnometer or something, because that was up to a 10 right there.
Do you have an effect that says like sick burn or something?
I don't know. We should.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll call somebody. Who are we going to call?
Someone's got to have a burn effect, burn sound effect.
There's got to be somebody out there, right? Yeah. So right away, here's my thing with RFK. I listened to his little speech that he was ending his campaign, suspending his campaign, not ending it. By the way he's doing it is annoying.
Wait, suspending it?
Yeah, he says nobody ends a campaign.
What?
They suspend it. Yeah, you never.
So Nikki Haley could still come back.
Yeah, well, because
Okay.
if you end a campaign, you have to give all the money back. But if you suspend the campaign, you can hold on to it.
So what do you do with it?
You slowly put it into a pack and then slowly pay yourself from the pack. I think that's what you do.
That seems like all kinds of wrong.
Yeah, it's not like you're not going to take that money from those innocent people, but there's some layers there. There's some layers.
Yeah, something's wrong. There's a mess up in that chain of command there.
Tell me about it,
or whatever they call it.
Tell me about it. So not only did he suspend his campaign, but I'm watching him and he's saying, how would I describe this, Frank? You ever listen to somebody and you go, they're 100% right. I just hate them. Like, it's still
every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Walked right into that.
You did.
like a rat crawling across the first two rails,
Man,
unbeknownst to that third.
It's just, you know when someone runs face first into a glass door? That's what you did.
That's what that was. That's what that was. But it's just like everything he's saying is kind of right, but kind of wrong because you're an asshole. You know, that's what I found myself while I was listening to his speech. He was droning on and complaining about the Democrats and how they're just a shit party and how they're, you know, just they've abandoned all standards and everything, which, by the way, I don't disagree with.
Kidding me?
But I'm like, you're an asshole.
Let's stop. How do you... The Democrats have abandoned standards when the Republicans' leader is Donald fucking Trump. Are you kidding me?
No, I hear what you're saying.
That's not even close.
No,
That's
I hear you.
That's the craziest thing. Out of all the crazy batshit things he said, that's the craziest.
Oh, okay. No.
The felon, the fucking the January, the list goes on and on. The Republican standards are so high now all of a sudden.
It's
bull fucking shit.
My point is a situation where one thing has not to do with the other.
Incorrect.
No, it's the truth. Like one has nothing to do with the other. Like the criticisms of the Democrats in his eye. Well, let me finish. The criticism of the Democrats in his eyes, I feel, is fair. The problem is pretending like you're innocent arbiter, you know, in this case is a lunacy and absurd. He complains that the Democrats were suing and taking him to court to block his name from getting on the ballot, which is not uncommon. He claims that they were suing him in a couple of other states for some other things, doing all this stuff. He says it's near impossible to get your name on the ballot all the way. He's saying all these horrible things and lawsuits against the Democrats, but he's being paid and pumped up and donated to by the Republicans. Yeah. And it would be, and the lunacy is that the both of them are doing something incorrect and wrong to the innocent third party candidate. And those roles flip flop depending on which party that third party candidate is taking from. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't sit there and go, they're wrong and act like the other one's just fine and perfect.
So what are you agreeing with?
I don't know.
All right. What the hell?
Yep. What am I agreeing with? You got to rephrase that question. That doesn't make sense. What do you mean? What am I agreeing with?
What part of what RFK Jr. is saying?
He's saying, because he was saying that the Democratic Party that his dad and his uncle were a part of is no longer, because they installed Kamala Harris and there was no election for that. They're suing him. Like he's going on and on and on. And my issue is that's fine if it was you were just getting out or you were doing whatever, but you're getting money from the other side. You've criticized the Democrats when you could have turned your head and criticized the Republicans just as easy. And you probably would have if the Democrats were the one funding your campaign the whole entire time instead of the Republicans. You know what I'm saying?
Why would what do you mean the Republicans were funding his campaign?
All right. Any third party candidate, the party that he's taking the most from is going to be the party suing him and trying to block him from getting on ballots. The party that he's not taking votes from and that he's helping is going to be donating or getting their donors to donate to and keep that person in the race to take away from the other person. That's the balance. You can't be mad. You know, it's like being angry at two people fighting a war because they're using missiles. It's like, well, they're both using missiles. You can't be upset that one's not using, BB guns.
All right. So screw this guy. I mean, the bottom line, he's out.
Yeah.
Let's move on from this guy.
The bottom line is fuck this guy. Because just every step of the way, his criticism was bullshit and just funded by the other side. By the way, but you understand my point? If he just was like, the Democrats fucking suck and they're assholes and they did this, and this, I'm out. Peace. See ya. Okay, fair criticism. I'm not upset at you. I can't complain. But when you're sitting there, and I'm gonna listen to what I'm gonna tell you next. When you're sitting there and you're just like, here's all the problem with these people, and you're just ignoring everything else, and you're acting like you're Mr. Innocent when you're going to go to that side that's been funding you it's illegitimate. It's like if we took money to endorse a product we didn't believe in. You know, it's like it's fake. It's not real.
Right.
We're only telling you to buy this because they're paying us to do it. He's only criticizing the Democrats because he's getting the sweet ride from the Republicans and their donors.
You sound surprised that RFK Jr. is doing something batshit. I mean, that's his whole MO.
I know, and I'm not. And I think I've been a fairly good critic of him, but I am surprised at how surprised other people are, and I'm also sad for independent people. And I feel this pain myself because it's like you would love a guy like this to be genuine and pure the entire way through. And although he had a lot of moments of honesty and a lot of really dumb moments where he was ridiculed, and rightfully so, you want those people, you know, and when they're bullshit, you feel bad for the people that are waiting for somebody like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we never have any of these just wonderful candidates that are independent and stay independent and ride it the whole way through. You know, this is no secret that RFK and Donald Trump have been talking for quite a while. And the only reason they're talking, again, like if RFK was pulling votes from the Republicans, you think Donald Trump would be, you know, talking to him? You know, he's hurt. He's, you know, it would be the other way around.
Is he even talking to him?
They've been talking. Yeah, remember a couple of weeks ago there was that leaked conversation.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
Paul here, he'll remember what I forgot what it was about, but they started talking about like those initial things happened. Somebody taped RFK when
that's right. Yes.
Remember? And you know, so there was that whole thing. And so we've known this for quite a while. And like I said, Paul was like, he started feeding me some stuff about the Republican donors donating to RFK, and you start looking into it, you start to be able to confirm some things. And it's like, obviously now it's you know, it's cheating almost. They got a candidate and a half in there, you know.
I guess. I mean, it's I don't know. He just it is like he's going to be that kind of guy regardless. I mean, he's just going to go. It's nice to see the true colors coming out. You know what I mean?
I see a true color shining through, man.
Like a rainbow.
Yeah. It is.
That's all. This guy, you know, he was never, he bragged about he's the honest candidate. He's going to tell you everything. To be fair, he shared more than he probably should have.
I know.
But, I mean, now he just fell in line with being a politician, and that's that.
Because it's so, what's the word I'm looking for?
Faced, like,
yeah,
flip floppy, or
it's just it's disappointing. It's disappointing. So this is what he says though. He goes, he's still, and he's a douchebag to the end. You know, that you said. Oh, I was gonna say before because you said he shared probably a little too much. We learned a lot during this campaign of his. Before this, he was kind of fairly well respected as like a independent voice, as somebody who was obviously liberal and democratic, but who would kind of, you know, he's a Kennedy. All right, he's doing all these crazy things. All right, he's had a little wacky thing here and there, but it wasn't that big of a deal. We found out all the other stuff, the sexual harassment, the Epstein flights, the brain worm, the bear. We found that all out during the friggin' thing.
Right.
You know? So he says he's suspending his campaign. So he goes, if you're in a red or blue state, vote for me.
So any state?
Yeah. So he's like, I'm not going to take my name off the ballot in those states. He goes, but if you're in a swing state, I am going. He's like, vote for me over Donald Trump. That's fine. He goes, if you're in a red state, if you're in a blue state, vote for me over Kamala Harris. That's what I want you to do. And he goes, but if you're in a swing state, it's 10 states. He goes, I'm going to take my name off the ballot in those states. So he goes, I'm suspending my campaign. I'm not ending it. I'm still on the ballot in a lot of Republican states and Democrat states. Vote for me over the other person. But in a swing state, I'm taking my name off the ballot and I'm endorsing Donald Trump and encouraging you to vote for Donald Trump. That's how he pulled out.
How could that be legal?
Well, it's legal. Anybody can endorse anybody.
No. I mean, taking your name off of a ballot in only certain states. Just imagine you're in a whatever state, and you don't have the chance to vote for either the guy that the person that you want, or you know what I mean. Like you don't have the same options that the people in the next state over have. You know what I mean? It's just a weird. You're in the presidential race. You're on all the ballots. That's just the way it should be. Why is this? I could take my name off from here, but not from there, and it complicates the whole thing and makes it needlessly, just stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
It is, but that's the thing. I don't know if he could take his name off of all the ballots because I'm sure there's some deadline. But essentially, he's like, I want to prove that I can still win or that I would have won, But if you're in a battleground state, vote for Donald Trump. So he's like,
Stupid.
It's the lowest percentage endorsement I've really ever seen because, but he's so delusional. He's like, he had the highest favorability. It's like, yeah, no shit. One's a current vice president. The other one's a former president. You've done nothing. Why wouldn't you be the most favorable? The politicians are always going to take a backseat to a non-politician,
That's not. What do you mean? He wasn't the most favorable.
No, his favorability numbers in polls were higher than Trump and Biden and Trump and Harris.
How could that be?
Because he's like a wacky weirdo guy. Because nobody doesn't like him. So if all the other people are split 50-50 and everybody's like, do you not like Robert F. Kennedy Jr.? Like, it's fine. It's
So
okay.
so if he's more favorable than the other two,
That doesn't make you president. He's
they're
just
not going to
saying,
vote. Why wouldn't they vote for him then?
because you could admire somebody more, be like, oh, I like that person more, and also vote for somebody else who you think is going to do a better job. Those are two different things.
That's stupid. If you like the person better than the other two,
That's not necessarily true. I could like Donald Trump better and still vote for Kamala Harris.
Why? That doesn't make any sense. If you like the person better,
I might like somebody better, but think that the other person is going to do a better job.
then you don't like that person better. You like
It's like
how do you? Who do you like? It's like picking a horse race. Who do you like in the third? I like this horse, but I'm gonna put all my money on the other horse. Like what? No, pick the one that you like.
You're wrong. You're
That doesn't
absolutely
make any
wrong.
sense.
Because I could like the gray horse because I think gray horses are prettier, but still bet on the black horse who I think is going to win the race.
I don't like it. It's stupid. If you like the person, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
They're not mutually exclusive. You can have a difference from like to.
Yeah, but the only reason you like the person, like it's two different things. Like you like the candidate, but you don't like them enough to be president. But if you like the other, like you want the other person to be president, that means you like them more. Right? If you want candidate B to be the president,
No,
you like them more than candidate A.
no, no. You could like the other. I want everybody to vote on this right now. You could like the other candidate better, want to hang out with them, think that they're funnier. Okay, it's like who do you like more? The class clown that makes you laugh all the time, or the fucking nerd who just does his homework and doesn't talk to anybody?
I think they're both jerks.
And then if I asked you who do you like better and who do you want to be class president, you don't want the fucking funny guy who's gonna not do anything and be irresponsible.
Yeah, I know, but I take the question, who do you like better? In relation to a presidential race, it's all under the umbrella of these are your presidential candidates. Who do you like better? It's like, I like the one I'm going to vote for. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. I just think that you're brazenly wrong.
Okay.
Because if you liked, I think...
I get what you're saying. You like the person, but you don't think they'd make a good president.
Yeah, like...
But I get that. But it's like, then what's the point of the question?
The point of
We're picking a president here. We're not picking your next best friend.
No, listen, for instance, I bet you there were a lot of people in 2016 who liked Donald Trump because he was a breath of fresh air He was the anti-candidate. He was unlike anything anybody had ever seen before. I bet you there were people that liked him better, wanted to hear from him more, right? Wanted to see him more. And people who thought, well, Hillary's got a lot more experience and would do a better job, and voted for Hillary. And maybe didn't like her bullshit and all the people who are in her death, rings and all that kind of shit.
So they didn't like him better. They liked Hillary better.
No, they liked him better, but they thought she would be.
They wanted to be his friend,
choice.
and they wanted to hear from him. See, I think there's only one. In other words, whether or not you like the person is irrelevant in terms of I want to hang out and have a beer with that person, because you're not going to. This is the one question should be:
Okay.
Would you vote for this person?
Let me see if I can. All right, let's.
You know, I get it. You don't have to explain it a million times. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I like the person, but I don't think they make a good president. It's two different things. I get that, but I think there's no point in asking the question: do you like this person? Because if the answer doesn't matter, then what the hell are we talking about?
It doesn't matter when actually picking a. Yeah. Well,
so then why even ask the question? Just ask, who do you want to be president? I don't care who you'd rather have a beer with, because it's never going to happen. So, who do you want to be president? That's the only question anybody cares about.
All right, let's talk about abrosexuals.
Okie doke.
I was hoping against hope that this was like a pun on words, like, "Hey, bro," like you sleep with your friend, like it's like banging a friend. That's what I thought this would be. It's not that.
Okay, I before we started, I saw it in the rundown and I looked it up real quick. So,
oh, you did?
It's just being attracted. What? Yeah, it's just being attracted to different. What's it called? Genders, and
you don't even know what to do here. You
right?
Am I right now?
No, I'm not.
People?
No, that's what it is.
People?
Different genders.
Oh, different genders. Okay.
You're attracted to any gender, or whoever you're attracted to.
Okay, this is the definition I got. An abrosexual is a person whose sexuality changes over time.
Okay.
A person may be attracted to different genders at different times of their life, or have varying levels of sexual attraction.
Okay, so it changes over time. I got you.
Yeah, well, this is kind of
I read it real quick and I didn't get all that. I just got that it. Okay, gotcha.
Well, here's what's so interesting about this. This is the interpolation, if you will.
No, I won't. Interpretation?
No, interpolation. This is the
word?
Yeah.
Interpolation.
Yeah, this is the interpolation of social media's definition, meaning it's such a new word, it's being defined by the culture right now as we speak. That's an interpolation.
Ah.
Yeah. It's not
cool.
Yeah. It's a part of another thing that evolves. So that's the whole, like, it's not, which is what's so fascinating about this right now, and why we could like have fun with it, because it's like, what is it exactly? Here is like, we're at the point now where the definition, when you look it up, is this is what is being said on social media. That's how it's being defined. It's kind of super
well, there's one, the definition is what you said, right? It's just your attraction to different genders changes over time.
But my point is
this gender at one time, and then years later you might be.
That definition was formed by gathering information from people on social media. That's how new it is.
Oh, I see.
Like how I said it changes over time, and you were like, "Oh, so you had looked it up, and I have looked it up, and we've gotten."
Yeah, but I just misread. I just misread it.
Oh, okay. I thought we were getting like different definitions.
No. I read it, but I didn't realize it meant. I didn't realize it was I took it like a quick glance at it. I didn't realize it was over time.
Yeah.
That it changed. Like, yeah, okay. It's just that I thought it was just you're attracted to multiple genders. I didn't realize it changed over time.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So here's what's interesting about this. Well, what did you just say?
I said that I didn't realize that it changed over time. I thought it was just you're attracted to different genders.
Thank you. So that's what's interesting. Over time, abrosexuality is often described as the gender fluid equivalent of sexuality, but does not have to go hand in hand. Gender fluidity is the way someone identifies, whereas sexual fluidity describes a person's sexual interests.
Okay.
Isn't that fascinating?
Sure.
That's fat. Like there are a lot of different terms to learn. Like we have a lot of
There are a lot.
to
There are a lot, and that's okay to not have them all in your head because there are a lot. But
well, it's okay, except it makes the
think it's
people
okay.
who have trouble following feel very slow.
yeah, no, not everybody, because it's a lot of it's relatively new, I guess. But it's all good. But however you identify is fantastic.
I think it's great, but it is so interesting how these slices are getting thinner and thinner.
There's a difference. Something changes. We had a new definition, and that's just another individual's identity. It's just another way to identify yourself. It's great. I think it's the more unique humanity becomes, I think the better it gets.
We need more unique. I'm so fucking bored.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's the fun thing about all this LGBTQ plus. It's always exciting. There's always something new going on.
Love it.
The alternative is very fucking boring.
Yeah, come on. Let's shake it up.
Like if people go, oh wait, there's another gender now. There's another sex. I'm more like, oh, there's more new shit. What is it?
Cool. Get it going. Great.
Thanks, because prior to you announcing that, I was just sitting in the corner here doing nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand people like, oh, another. It's like, yeah, learn to live with it. Why is it bothering you? Just move on.
This is great.
People they get too uptight about it's just
but it's fascinating too, because it's like, did you remember having to worry about any of this kind of thing? Like they say that gender is going to become unimportant, right, in the younger generations, and I believe that because they're not growing up in a world where we split male female stuff so often everywhere.
It's true.
And I believe that, and by the way, in all these abrosexualities and asexual and all the things, bisexual, fluid, all these new terms, I lost where I was going with that.
Wow. I heard the train. I literally heard the train go right off the rail.
It was so good too. Oh man, I was going to make such a wonderful point.
I'm sure it was a fantastic point you were about to make.
So, dude, I was going to bring it home.
Lindarella. Check out Lindarella's comment. I don't know.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, well, maybe. That was what I was thinking. We didn't have to worry. So the same way that they're so much more accepting, which is great. But we didn't have to. I don't remember worrying about any of this stuff. I don't remember like going, oh, am I abrosexual? Am I homosexual? Am I bisexual? Like, I don't remember it. I don't remember us searching for the meaning before it was just probably defined for us. We discovered it through the activity. It wasn't something you thought of beforehand.
I guess. I mean, yeah. I mean, but now there are more terms because more people are comfortable coming forward and revealing their true identity. So that years ago, people weren't. It was looked down upon when you wanted to, express how you identified. Now,
no, I wouldn't say
more freedom.
Yeah, it was looked down upon, but I'm saying I don't think it because it's in the conversation, because it's in the zeitgeist, because it's something that is discussed beginning at whatever 10, 12, 14-year-olds, 16, 18-year-olds, whenever it does. It's brought to your consciousness, right? It's brought to your attention. That wasn't even an option for us. It wasn't I just feel like the kids these days they know all these terms going in. It's like they know the ending of the movie before it starts. They're thinking about, they're hearing something, wondering what it is, finding out, and then how it affects or how they identify with it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe or maybe not.
Because abrosexual was not in the zeitgeist, was not in the conversation when we were younger. That was one thing that we might have been, but we didn't question beforehand.
Yeah, but the words that we were dealing with were the ones that we were identifying as, because we had no other words. You know what I mean? We only had the terms that we were familiar with. Now that there are more terms,
right?
It doesn't make it. What's your point? It's better that there are more, because then it makes someone who is abrosexual feel like part of a community, feel like they're not the only person in the world, and they feel, accepted.
Yeah, but they would have learned that. They'd have to take a while to discover that.
Sure.
Right. Whereas if you hear the term abrosexual and you're like, what is that? And then you learn about it and you go, oh, am I that? You're already starting that. You're already like, oh, no, I wouldn't like that. So then no.
Okay. So what's wrong with that?
Oh, also, I don't even know if abrosexual is something that changes over time, where on Tuesday, I like dudes. On Thursday, I like both chicks and dudes. And then by the following Monday, I like only chicks.
Well, I don't know how.
And possibly maybe the process starts again. Or it's the kind of thing where you go through your dude phase, then you go through your,
well, I'm sure every
phase, and then you go through your straight phase.
I'm sure every abrosexual's phases
journey is different.
Are different lengths of time.
We're gonna slice that pie a little bit more and define it further, a little bit further.
I mean, it could be, but if it's, I don't know if it's as cut and dry as, well, today it's this, and literally 24 hours from now it's that. Maybe it is for someone, but it could be years before a person goes, what, no more this gender. I like this. I
want to know.
And it's just that it's not a decision. It's however let me ask
this. Yeah. Is it you go from gay to bi to straight, and that's an abrosexual? Because what if you go from gay to bi to straight, then go back to one of the other first two steps? Does that then change the definition to something else? Are those people going to be like, I'm not abrosexual because I'm starting for the cycle again? Well, or maybe I'm not starting for the cycle. Maybe I'm just going to go back and forth between these two out of the three.
Well, maybe there's another term for that. But if what you're saying is abrosexual means it changes over time. I mean, obviously you don't know if you're only on your first change and it's like you went for this gender, but now you go for that gender. Maybe that's it. You've changed, and who knows if it's going to change again. But does one change make you abrosexual, or is it multiple changes?
And if you change back, does it negate it and or change the definition?
I don't know if it would negate it, or I don't know. But if it changes, it changes. And, I'm sure there are other terms that we're not familiar with, that there's more than just abrosexual. And I'm sure there's a ton of them that we don't know off the top of our heads. But
can I tell you something? We're crushing this right now. I feel like we should be on the council for the people who come up with this shit whenever we need to, make a word for something.
Okay.
And define it.
Okay.
Whose job is that? I feel like there should be a council of elders, and you and I, we fucking debate it out like we've just been doing. So we make sure we're covering all bases. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure there are people way ahead of us that have already started doing that. And because if we're just coming up, we're reacting from one word.
Yeah.
I think there are people that have come up with all these words that are way ahead of us on this list, of terms.
Have you ever heard of a goal sexual? That's any hole is a goal sexual?
I don't know what that
is. That where you just don't discriminate against holes?
I don't know if that's a real term.
Okay, what's Wayne Brady?
He said he was bi, right? I thought
Is
he
that
did. I
it?
don't remember. I don't know. I don't want to say for sure. I thought that's what he said he was, but I'm not sure.
Here's another fascinating thing. I go from straight. Let me think about this. I go from straight to bi and back to straight, but not gay, not abrosexual, correct? Or is it? Does it have to be all the bases
I don't think you have to hit all the.
constitute a change? Or is it
Well, it
just the
didn't
fact
say
that
that.
it's changing over time, making you abrosexual?
Well, based on your definition that you read, it just said that it just changes.
Changes over time.
Didn't say you have to hit every.
But is that? Do you consider that a change? Like from
Yeah,
red?
it's a simple change. Any change is a change.
Right. Let me give you the example. From red to blue to yellow is a change. Do you agree?
Sure.
From red to blue to red is a different change.
Yeah, it's still a change.
It's like a change back.
It's still changing. Because you're not going from red to red. You're changing to blue and then back to red.
Is it changing or is it just changing back? Does that change the definition? Or
change
back?
Back is still a change.
Okay.
But hey, maybe changing back to your original, maybe that's a different term. I have no idea.
Maybe a change is going to come.
Okay. I think you're slightly altered here.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Look at this. I'm a sapiosexual. Is that a abrosexual in Canada? Is it the metric system getting into?
Well, without looking it up, I don't know. Sapio, Homo sapien, is that man?
Oh wait, I think that's what Wayne Brady is. They just love people. Doesn't matter gender, which is not the same as being gay and bisexual. See, that's what's so fascinating.
Let's see. I don't know.
J.D. Vance is a sophosexual. I'll never know.
That describes people who are sexually or romantically attracted to highly intelligent people. That's a sapiosexual.
Oh, okay.
Sexual identity that describes people who are sexually or romantically attracted to highly intelligent people. Sapiosexual. That's pretty good. Yeah.
So they have to be high intelligence?
High intelligence. That's, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I took a guess. I went to Homo sapien. I thought human. I don't know. So I was a guess at the definition.
So here's my question with this now. Here's my problem. I love this. Language and definition debate team.
Mm-hmm.
You're attracted to intelligence. Does that mean that genitals don't matter? So let's say, for instance, Miss Justice is married to Mr. Justice right now.
Mm-hmm.
But she's attracted to intelligence. If a far superior and more intelligent person came, who was a woman, vagina, clearly more intelligent than Mr. Justice, does that mean that Miss Justice would rather be with second Miss Justice?
I don't think it means you're attracted to the most intelligent person ever. It's just intelligence. Doesn't have to be the next. Could be man or woman or whomever. Or
so genitals matter.
No, I don't. I didn't say that. I think that I don't know if genitals matter. I think it's a person of intelligence. Doesn't matter.
Okay, hold on. Let's come back to that. Frank,
my guess would be it doesn't matter.
Don't lose that. All right, hold it. The pansexual is a thing, right? Yeah. Neil just said Wayne Brady is frying pansexual.
What does that even mean?
So good. I don't know. It's a wordplay because it's like frying pan.
I get it. Okay.
That's great. Don't not laugh at that wordplay. So anyway, where were we? I told you to hold on to it.
Well, Justice says, I think I like Mr. better than Mrs. Yeah, but I think that's great. That's fine. So you like attractive men.
Intelligent men. Is that a different thing than somebody who's just attracted to whoever's the most the smartest is what I'm more attracted to?
Could be. That doesn't necessarily mean you have like there's three people in a room. You're attracted to the smartest. It could be just be the smart people. It doesn't mean the very smartest. That could mean if you're smart. You know what I mean? Like if you're attracted to blondes, doesn't have to be the blondest person. You're just all blondes. You know.
Yeah, but that's the interesting thing about the thing that Wayne Brady. Again, I'm just going by the definition that he said in his TV show, that he's attracted to the person above anything else. So, like meaning like if I think because he was married to a woman for a long time, but if he's attracted to a person, I guess. How would you even define that? Somebody's soul, their aura? I don't even know.
Yeah, their character, their
right.
The person's being I think their character, their personality, their
being. I think you were doing good with being.
Yeah, whoever they are as a person.
The genitals don't matter. Is what
I guess not. Yeah.
And that's kind of how I think that's how it was portrayed in this promo that I saw him talking in. So it's like there's that, but that's just different than somebody who's bisexual, which that's kind of, there's a big piece of the pie there.
Yeah, I guess so, because I guess bisexual, they're not, because what was it, because there's all different things. The sapiosexual is the intelligence, so there's all different, what you're attracted to, there's different terms for, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's people that are only attracted to people in blazers, like Anthony. I don't know.
Big night last night, by the way. Did you see the acceptance speech?
You made it. Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. That's just your. I guess I would call that a kink, not a sexual identity.
Well, don't demean my kink.
Okay.
But that could be it could be.
It could be. I don't know. Maybe it's a
only attracted to women in blazers, and apparently blue blazers with white shirts.
Blue blazers are the one. What do it for you? Hey, if that's a sexuality, then fantastic. All for it.
I got a little annoyed at Kamala's sister because I'm like, she came out pink blazer, pink shirt. I'm like, we need the contrast, people. We need contrast.
Is your wife's closet just full of blazers?
She does have a blazer. That's what I feel. I figured out. Oh, I figured out the blue blazer. Hers is a very dark blue. It's like a midnight blue almost. But I figured out the blue blazer gold button thing. It's her. It's her. She's got one of those. My wife. She's got one of those in the closet here, and she's worn it a bunch of times and looked really good in it. So that's where I think that's where that started.
All right.
Which. Thank God, because I'd have been in a lot of trouble if I had to explain that another way.
All right. There you go. You found the origin. Yeah, I think the bottom line is there are many different sexualities and identities. All are great. Go for it. Love it all.
All right. Let me know how many more times you need Frank to tell everybody we're not bigots.
I'm just saying, it's all good.
You get so nervous when we get into these areas.
I'm just saying that it's all welcome and all wonderful.
All right, let me ask you this question. This is a legitimate question.
Which means this is going to be the dumbest question you've ever heard.
No, it's not. Okay. You have a woman, identifies as a woman, right? Vagina, okay? Who's a lesbian, loves women.
A woman who's a lesbian, got it.
Loves vagina. Oh, what's the cis part? What's that mean?
That means you identify as the gender you're
born with. Okay, cisgender. I like that. Okay, cisgender female. Okay, or woman. Cisgender. Attracted to the vagina. See somebody has a vagina, but identifies as a man. Does that work? You know what I'm saying?
I guess it depends on who, the person in question. I mean, are they attracted to that person or
and
not?
Vice versa? Oh, sorry, I got one more to throw in there. Cis woman, lesbian, woman with a penis, identifies as a woman. Does that work?
See, I don't think this is a formula that you could just plug in the numbers and at the end it works or it doesn't work.
That's right.
I think
I would have had the answer.
What?
I would have had the answer if it was.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the person doesn't have to be attracted to that person because they're a woman, and this person's a lesbian. They don't have to be attracted to that woman.
I know this sounds like a bad
They could have types of women that they're attracted to.
right.
You know.
But that's what I'm saying. I know sounds like a bad like right wing. Like I feel like if a right wing asshole was saying this, he would be doing it in a demeaning way. I'm saying, is that possible? Does that exist?
I'm sure almost every combination's out there. I feel like there are people. Anybody can be attracted to, any other type of sexuality. I don't think there's no hard and fast rule that, a lesbian has to be attracted to, it has to be this type of female. I think it's just whoever they're attracted to. If it's
right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be
I
as
just want to talk
doesn't
to
have to be
people.
a set formula. I don't think.
I just want to talk to the people that are in that situation. Just be like,
Right.
what's going on here? How'd we get here?
Yeah, I feel like, well, if they find them attractive, then the answer would be yes. If they don't, then I guess not. I feel like it changes person to person, pairing to pairing. They could look at a person and go, yeah, I'm attracted to that person.
Yeah.
But you could take the same setup of sexualities, put the two people in the room and the person go, no, I'm not attracted to that person. I think it, again, depends on the two people in question.
All right, let's move over to something a bit more uncomfortable.
Good.
Our
JLo?
dear friend, before we get to JLo, let's get to JSabs. She's not here yet, and I saw her in the chat. I hope she's still listening. Okay. How uncomfortable were you when she's like, "Oh, whoopsie, we accidentally booked a stripper, a swinger resort for vacation"?
I wasn't uncomfortable. I was like, okay. Did you accidentally book that, or
do we gotta believe?
I don't know if I believe that accidental anything.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Again, how did they know that this is that? How'd they find out that it's a swinger?
That was your question, and
yeah,
brilliant. By the way, might I say?
Thank you.
Brilliant question. How'd you know this?
Yeah. So for everybody listening and whatever, we a couple hours before the show, JSabs texts us that she booked a vacation and happens to be next door. The hotel that she's staying in happens to be next door to a swingers club or place,
resort,
whatever.
Hotel.
Resort.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Resort.
This reminds me of the time that JSab said that she didn't hit a bear, but the person in front of her did.
Yeah, and she left it in. I think it was Battery Park.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you remember that? Yeah.
Can't really remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we asked the questions. What's going on? How do you know it's a swingers thing? I still don't think I mean, the answer she gave was people were complaining about it or something, but what people, unless there were like reviews or something, maybe. There are no coincidences. Okay. You could have said that without doing this.
I was pointing to the whole pointing bit. I went from pointing, I went like this a lot, and then I went to this, and then I went, oh, you know what? We'll just throw it around for the table.
No coincidences for the table.
No coincidences. Yeah. I don't believe that she's booked to the swingers resort next to the swingers resort.
Yeah. There's probably a door that connects the two, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably a common phone number or extension from one place to the next.
This ain't Eden East and Eden West couples resort.
I don't know. I don't know what their plans are for that trip, but I can imagine should we go over there and try the pool or something? They're going to there's something's going to go on. This is not going to be we are knowingly next to a swingers resort and we're not going to peek over the fence, or you know what I mean? I feel like something's going to happen.
Yeah. It's like 100%. I immediately side texted D and I was like, I'm like, they're at the swingers resort, right? She was like, no, because she said that they have the kids. So
all right.
They are genuinely next door. But still, to have discovered that's a bit much. I think you
Yeah.
search for that. I don't think you start reading reviews. I don't know. Maybe. I think if you
So
have a
how
swinger resort in the middle of a dense area, you probably have a lot of fences.
probably, but hotels are tall and stuff, and they could see over that stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
But I, how far until this vacation? How long until they go on this vacation?
I
Because I
don't
have
know.
a feeling plans are going to change, and the kids are no longer going on this trip.
Mom, can you watch the kids?
Yeah.
That would be, yeah. Could you imagine if she's like, "Oh yeah, we didn't bring the kids"? Then I'd be like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
their way of
This
coming
is
out
it.
of." Yeah.
This is the conversation. Oh, they're going tomorrow morning. All right.
Oh my God. What to do before your first swing session?
Oh, no good.
Is Bird
But
in the
hey,
chat? Ask Bird if Jay Saps has been asking her questions.
the whole thing's kibosh now because of the kid. They're bringing the kids to this.
Well,
Whatever.
that's not true. What if it's one of those resorts where they got like a little kids club and hey, you got 4 hours of
Have like a
painting
daycare.
seashells. Yeah, a little daycare action. You get to
I don't
knock
know.
off for a little bit.
I don't know, man. Maybe, maybe not. But I feel like there's gonna be a early morning. Hey, mom, can you watch the kids? We're going away, or it's gonna be like a ring mom's doorbell. The kids are just standing there, and their car peels away.
Take off. Here's the kids. Play
Yeah.
a fun game, kids. Knock on grandma's door.
Mm.
No,
Good
this
luck.
is true. Jay Sabs this is actually pretty true. Do you think I'd actually let my husband do anyone else? I don't think so. Fiercely jealous that Jay Sabs.
Who said your husband was involved?
Good point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good point. What if Jay
She's-
Sabs just wants to bang her husband and another dude, and roommates into the whole cuck thing?
Honey, watch the kids. I'll I'll check out the restaurants next door.
I still get it. The restaurant's next door. Why would you? Why? Wait, who's leaving who in that scenario?
Janine is leaving her
Got
husband with the kids. I'm gonna go
Got it.
next door.
Got it. Raven brings up a good point. Cuck chair in every corner.
Oh, that place.
You think
I'm surprised it isn't called Cuck Chair Resort.
You think they double the cuck chairs? You think when they're ordering, when they're about to, just before grand opening, they're like, actually,
Sure. Yeah.
you double up my corner chairs, please? Oh,
We got them on. We got a whole room just stocked with them. I bet they wear out quick.
yeah. That's the name of your hotel suddenly makes a lot more sense now. Got it.
Yeah, we
got
got you covered.
Oh my God. I saw innocently scrolling, innocent bystander scrolling in TikTok, comes up to it. Within 2 seconds, the guy, he's clear that you're in a hotel room. Within 2 seconds, the guy turns the light off and he's got a blue light. And you just see all over the wall, all over the wall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I walked out. I was bugs about. I just walked right out. Boom! Train came, hit me. I was like, oh God, I can't. A lot. So much so to the point.
Was it a good hotel?
I don't really know. No, there was green carpeting. It was very green carpeting. I don't think good hotels have green carpeting.
God.
It was to the point where I almost thought maybe this is fake because of how much is this guy doing this for views?
God. That is brutal. What the hell, man? That's why I said I'm still. I think remember on a couple of, I don't know how many shows ago, I said they should have like an oven, an auto clean. You close the door to the hotel room, you lock it, you hit auto clean. For the next 4 hours, the room fills up with water and just washes itself, and that's the way it should go. Everything's glued down and just gets completely rinsed and sanitized.
Yeah, or you do it with like a mist or like a gas, or something like that.
No,
so
that's not enough.
No, that's not enough.
No. There's no mist or gas strong enough for that.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking, give me the gas that if you walk in, you're instantly dead, and then take it back a few notches. That's what I need cleaning the room.
Is the gas flammable? Then we're starting. Then we're at a good starting position. Throw a match in, close the door, and we're good.
Oh shit! All right. A first in my marriage coming up, and then a game. We got a game night going on. But first, Jane Fonda and JLo. So credit the Daily Mail because they put this article out, and it was a clip from which I could play for you, but you're not missing anything. It's a clip from JLo's documentary. Remember that she put out a little
Oh
while
yeah,
ago?
yeah. This is me now or something.
Right. And Jane Fonda calls her like out of the blue. And it was the kind of thing where they've talked before, probably more than 2 or 3 or 4 times, but they don't have each other's phone number in their phone because she didn't know who it was when she like got on the phone, and she had to be like, it's Jane Fonda, like
right.
Because if I call you, I go, hey, it's me,
How does a celebrity get a new phone?
What do you mean?
They don't just go to the store.
I think their assistant goes.
Yeah, but it's like once the person hands the phone to like the tech at the store, it's like you see all these numbers, do they, I feel like they would know. I don't know.
Oh, that is like weird. For another celebrity?
Yeah, wouldn't it be like I would not want, if I'm a celebrity, hand my phone over to some tech now and they're going to change it out and upload this into that and change everything over. I feel like that's just an easy way.
When was the last time you bought a phone?
It's been a long time.
Oh my God. I'm like, what don't they? No, that's like 20 years ago.
Don't you have to write everything down and then copy it?
Wouldn't you mosey on up to the Verizon store so they can bring your stuff over? That stuff doesn't happen anymore.
Well, what happens?
Well, for an iPhone, you literally you buy a new one, they send it to you. Now, this is what I do. I traded the old one in, but you get the new one first. And then you literally hold them together, or the older ones used to like scan. There would be like a QR code, but it was a really circular one. It was really cool. And you scan that, and it would just automatically just transfer everything over. Right. And then when
before that,
you erase the old one, you factory reset it. Boom.
Well, before that, it was you bring the phone to the store, and they'd have to transfer all the shit to the next phone, right?
Yes.
Remember that? Okay. So how would a celebrity, like, imagine the person that works at the store has someone's phone, and it's like sees all these phone numbers. It's like Ben Affleck and Jane Fonda, and you're like, what the fuck? That'd be so weird. How shit numbers didn't get spread around everywhere,
stolen and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess now it's the cloud or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The cloud.
The cloud. The rain clouds.
Anyway, so Jane Fonda calls her, and she goes, she goes, Jen, Jane Fonda. Oh, yeah, what's going on? She goes, I'm worried about you. And she's like, why? She's like, it's too much too soon. Every time I see a picture of the two of you, you're kissing each other. It's affectionate. It's like a lot really quickly. And I'm worried about you. I want you to know I'm worried about you. She says to her. And that seems to be the exact reason why they got divorced, that it was this overwhelmingly like smothering, but not her smothering him entirely, but just this constant affection and attention in front of the cameras, which was driving him crazy, that he didn't want any of that, because I think you hear something like that and you assume that he was expecting to have to deal with a certain degree of it, but when you start going out to seek it out, that it's going to make you worse. Wrong,
but he's Ben Affleck. I mean, you're kind of famous, so it's not like, all right, yeah, you went to a couple of more award shows, and you got a couple of more, you're already a celebrity. I don't like.
Believe it or not, though, like she is viewed as the bigger celebrity. She's the bigger star, and this is his words. He did an interview show with Kevin Hart, and he was describing a story. He goes, people come up to me and they go, oh, hey man, I like your movies. And then people come up to her and they scream her name in her face. They're so fucking excited.
Right,
it's like, crazy. It's just a different level of celebrity. So he told a story where they had to go walk through Times Square just to get to a matinee show because they were going to be late if they stayed in the car. They'd have made it quicker, make the play, So they decided to walk through Times Square, and he was like, Everybody was screaming for her. Nobody even knew I was there. It was all about her. So she's the way bigger.
Yeah, no, okay, that's crazy.
Even do you want to hear? You know what their finances are? Who do you think has more money?
Well, I guess it's JLo now because of what.
Take a guess how much she has versus
context.
him.
She is probably 3/4 of a bill, like $1 billion, 750.
Okay, what do you think he is?
He's probably 150 mil.
Holy shit! You nailed him. First of all,
Okay,
he's 150. She's 400 million.
all right, 400 million.
That's their net worth.
All right, that's pretty good. I mean, at that point, are you like, you're both the breadwinner? You know, why are you competing?
Yeah,
you know, it doesn't matter.
yeah. I guess there's gonna be a little fight though over the money and how they.
I mean, he's an Oscar winner, though. You know, I mean,
what are you saying? He's more respected.
no, I feel like he's a bigger. I thought he would be a bigger celebrity because he's the movie. You know, she hasn't. I thought she was not as liked. I thought there was a lot more.
People say she's a dick.
Right, that's what I mean. I thought there was a lot more animosity towards her. You know, like nobody really liked the movie that came out. She hasn't made a. She hasn't starred in a movie really since. What there was that one where they were all strippers, but before that, I don't even remember. When was her last album? Like it just, I thought he was the bigger deal because he's in a million movies. He's Batman. He's all these things.
Yeah,
I don't know. I had it mixed. I had it turned around. I guess.
yeah. For that Batman, I wish that went so much better.
He wasn't the worst Batman, but he wasn't the best.
True. I thought he was better than people give him credit for.
It wasn't bad. The movie should have been better, but he was good.
Suffered from a bad movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are getting to the point though now where we have a ridiculous amount of Batmans to consider. You know, there was a time where it was like Adam West or Michael Keaton, like which, you know, that was
we went with that for a long time.
And then it wasn't that much longer that you had Val Kilmer and then George Clooney.
George Clooney was by far, I think, the worst Batman. Out of all the Batmen. Batman or Batmans?
Yeah.
Anyway, all the bad people.
How about this fucking... So, by the way, Jane Fonda called this a long time ago. JLo's an asshole. How about this fucking... Okay. We got Michael Keaton in Batman back to being Batman in the Flash movie.
Right.
Okay. We're getting a Beetlejuice 2 very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Next week or something like that. He's doing press. They go, you're doing a lot of these remakes. Anything else of you would want to go back to? And he says,
Mr. Mom 2.
No.
Oh.
Asshole. Mr. Mom 2. He says,
Jack Frost 2.
Stop it.
Oh, damn it.
I think there was a Jack Frost 2. He, of course, is not in it.
Oh, damn it.
Fuck. What was it? Where? Oh, he fucked the whole thing up. Shit. What were we just talking about?
There you go, Bird. Multiplicity 2.
Well, damn, Bird. Give me a second. I was gonna get it. Multiplicity 2. And they're like, what would you love to do? And not taking it. He's like, I'd love to go back to Multiplicity. And I'm like, fuck, we could get another Multiplicity. This is amazing.
That would be cool.
Just touch my peppy, Steve. It's the best line in cinema.
We quote that among our friends to this day.
It's better than here's looking at you, kid. I'm telling you, it's more historic.
It really is. It's a great line.
I like pizza.
It's such an underrated movie.
Fucking, that movie is so fucking good. That movie is one of my favorite components of that movie. Is he wants more time to himself, this selfish prick. And so he creates another version of himself. And he is so just engrossed in having more time for himself. He doesn't register that the new him might fuck his wife. it turns out they all did.
Is this leading into a first for Ant's marriage? Is this what's going to happen? Is this antiplicity?
That's good.
Multiplanthony?
Oh, that movie is so. He gets so mad. He gets so mad. It's like, idiot, of course. How does she know? You're the piece of shit creating another version of yourself. Oh, that movie is the best. I hope to God, if we don't get, that's the biggest carrot dangle in my entire life.
How do they not? With the height that Michael Keaton's at right now, he can make anything.
Isn't it crazy?
He could. All he has to do is say, "I want to do this," and how people aren't jumping over each other to get to. Here's a script for that. Let's make that movie because he's number one right now.
I know. All right, let me ask you a question too, really quickly, because you're so good at all this movie stuff. Beetlejuice is in the sequel. It's Beetlejuice, and it's spelled BeetleJuice.
Right.
In the first one, don't they spell it with a G, Guise?
He spells it that way so you don't say the name. So you say Beetlejuice. See, with demons, how you're able to summon them is by name. So we can't. The law, the rule in the underworld is you can't tell people your name. You have to they have to get it or they have to guess it. I think that's what he was trying to say in the movie. Because I can't tell you it, because then I'd be,
So if they read it,
that's against the rules.
That's it. That's him telling everybody.
That's him spelling it differently, so he's not technically saying his name.
Got it.
I think that's how it. Just basing it on what he says in the movie. That's all I'm basing it.
That never occurred to me.
Yeah, because he's not allowed to tell anybody his name because he's a demon, and I don't think he could just go, hey, because then he'd be summoned everywhere if everybody just kept saying his name.
Right, because then that's why he's like, you got to say that's why they do charades in the beginning.
Right, because he can't literally say, hey, my name's this. Now go say it 3 times. He can't force people to summon him, I guess.
Right.
He's not just a ghost. I think he's a demon. So it's different, I think.
Right. I'm worried. I hope it's good. I think it's going to be good.
I hope so too. I hope it's not the trouble with remakes when they do this is that they just bend over backwards to just remind us of the first movie, that it just loses its special quality. They just go, hey, remember when we said this in the first movie? We're going to say it again in this movie. You ready? It's like, all right.
I have to tell you, he brought that up exactly in one of the clips I saw of him getting interviewed.
Keaton. Oh, good.
He's like, we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to just feed the audience what they wanted again.
Oh, good. It's a new movie. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. I hope from what it seems, it looks like, you remember the cartoon back in the 90s? The Beetlejuice cartoon?
Oh, yes.
So in that cartoon, he's like friends with Lydia, and they go on adventures in the underworld, and that's the premise of the whole cartoon. And I think in the I think in the Broadway play, that's the whole second act. Like that's the kind of they go that route. So it might be. Hopefully that's where this goes. Like now it's him and Lydia, and they go on this adventure through the underworld. So maybe that's what it'll be. And then they run into all his cohorts, other souls and stuff like that.
That would be amazing. I hope too. Should we go see it together?
I'm in. I'll go. Let's go.
Didn't Jason have to ask this like last week and nobody answered?
I will go. Let's go. I don't even know when it's September it comes out, but I don't know exactly when, but I'm in.
First or second week, I think. Okay.
I'm in.
First, as we wait for Aaron to come in the studio here. First, for my marriage.
Okay, what happened now?
Going to be married 10 years. This is the first time this has ever happened since we had kids. Tomorrow, Saturday, for about approximately 2 hours, my wife and I will be alone without children in our own home.
You've never been alone in your house, just you and your wife without your children there.
Since they were born, we have never. My son has a long party. My daughter was just invited for a long hangout, like 3.5 hours. She's got a 3.5 hour hang. He's got a 4 hour party. There's 2 hours in the middle where.
Well, they both go to school and stuff, but you're at work.
Yeah, the house she's at work. Yeah, she's at work.
What are you guys going to do?
What?
What are you going to do?
That's why I'm bringing it up. What do you guys do? How do you handle that? Because we're like, should we fuck? Should we walk around naked a lot? Should we eat pizza? Should we go for like a lunch, like a really proper like?
Yes to all that.
Yeah, we probably could get most of it.
Make a list.
Are you really playing lunch or fuck?
The lunch. All right, let me see. After fuck, we've got an hour and 58 minutes left. We can definitely get a lunch, maybe Wendy's or Panera. You know, maybe we can go to a full restaurant, but we can do that. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I don't know. We're probably going to wind up napping. We're probably just going to sleep through it. But
catch up on the first Beetlejuice, and we'll be good to go for the second.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, but it's like I don't know. I don't know. What do I want to say here? You know that feeling in humanity when people first saw a hot air balloon take off?
Okay.
You know, that's what this is like. You know, you go, oh, the possibilities are endless. Maybe we can fly places. Maybe we can go into outer space. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at right now. I just saw the first ever hot air leave the Earth's surface, become detached from Earth, which we've never seen prior to this moment. And I feel like the possibilities are endless now. We're in a different world.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught up where you're like, so many things to do, you don't even pick one.
I know. That's what I'm worried about. That's why I want to pregame it. Pre-plan these 2 hours. You can't get there and go, what do you want to do? You know, you have to know what you're doing.
Well, have you brought this up with Cuddles?
Yeah. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I just can't believe this is happening.
How have you not arranged this more?
I don't know. You know, it's weird. Only in the last, I don't even know, 4 or 5 months. Yeah, I would say the last 4 or 5 months, our kids have been going over other people's houses. And I mean at a volume, you know, because they've gone over other kids' houses for years. But it's at a volume now where it's like at least twice a week, the two of them, that means 4 days out of the, have something to do somewhere else.
So you got to get them into, now the next step is sleepovers, where they stay out.
I know.
They're gone overnight.
We get a whole night together.
There you go. When does that start?
I don't know. I can't wait though. I can't.
Start planning, man.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Write some shit down.
I know. What do? We need like a crazy loud kink. I don't know, something with chains and lawnmowers, maybe. I don't know how it all works.
Lawnmower kink.
Cuddles was wearing 5 blazers.
Yeah.
Did you say the lawnmower's wearing 5 blazers?
Cuddles.
Oh,
Cuddles. Or lawnmowers is fine. Whatever gets you going, man. If it's the lawnmower, it's the lawnmower. No judgment.
Oh, that was really funny. Come on over here, baby. Put on this second blazer. We're gonna get it up to 5 tonight. The kids
She can't even put her arms down. There are too many blazers.
She's trying to like doing a fat guy in a little coat. You got so many blazers on.
She puts on several blazers, and the lawnmower is just going in your house. Like,
the lawnmower's on the cuck chair in the corner. I was running.
Oh man,
this is the greatest fetish ever.
Blazers and lawnmowers.
it's really hot.
That's the name of your biography. Of your Blazers and lawnmowers.
That's gotta be it.
Or your comedy special.
You're like in this kink going, did fucking Quentin Tarantino write this? What the fuck is going on?
You open the blazer and a cold light hits you in the face.
Oh shit, that was good. That was a lot of really good comedy in a small amount of time.
We pack it in, folks.
Yeah, we were bad all week, but we got it in there just before the game.
Under the wire.
All right, Aaron, what's the game we got going on here?
Okay, and thanks for letting me not follow like war crimes. That's sweet of you, and I know you did it on purpose. So, actually, speaking of crimes, this is a BT5 with 5 spots, and this one is called Crimes because the previous blind top 5 we discussed what community service we would like to serve, which got our own Lindarella girl thinking of the crimes we would have committed to serve such community service. So she wrote me on Discord and said, what about some crimes? And she supplied 2 and I supplied the rest. So this is a Lindarella, Aaron,
collaboration.
Jam. Yeah, thanks, son.
Okay. I just got to get a piece of paper. Give me 1 minute.
Oh, God.
This is exciting. Crimes.
Yeah, she did a really great job.
See, I knew this Discord would lead to no good, so I'm glad we have it.
Mm.
That's amazing. I like that people are hitting you up and giving you game
Yeah, me
notes.
too. Me too. Frank, you have a pen? You have a pen, babe?
Say
Yeah.
again?
Do you have a pen?
I have a pen.
2.5 days he knows we're doing this game. He can't get a fucking pen next to the setup.
I have the pen's next to this. I should have a piece of paper.
So these are 5 naughty no-nos done by your favorite AOAers. And if you think I wrote this all out, as you can probably tell, because I've been drinking. So if it sounds a little stilted, that's why.
Yes. Friday,
Okay.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your husband? Why doesn't he want to have fun anymore?
He drives because I drink. He drinks on Wednesdays. I drink on Fridays.
You guys are
Friday
taking
was a good
turns
time.
drinking?
Well, when we go out, one of us drives.
Wait, hold on a second. Say that again. Where do you do your drinking?
He
Well, if we
drinks
go
on
out to, like, a
Wednesdays,
restaurant or
I
something.
drink on Fridays.
No, where?
Out.
Out.
Yeah, if we go to like a restaurant or something or for
I didn't
dinner.
know you can drink outside. I thought you just drink in the house.
Okay,
7:30 at night.
that's sad.
Tell me about it, brother. Tell me about it.
So these are crimes now.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, okay. If you'd like to be the lookout or accomplice or participant in the crime, you put it at 1. If you think you'd get caught and you think that it's a little too dangerous, put it at 5. All of these crimes have a humanitarian bright side, though. So please listen to the whole explanation. God,
Yeah,
this is
because
the worst writing
doesn't-
I've ever done.
Because
What?
doesn't it like?
What?
What if we don't want to commit any crimes?
You don't want to, but it's just the idea that you're already doing the community service, so you might as well figure out what you did to get
Okay,
it.
Hold on.
gotcha.
What?
Are we picking the crime that we think we wouldn't get caught doing the
Oh, no.
least, or the crime that we want to be doing?
Yeah, the crime you'd want to be doing, you know what I mean? Like the
Okay.
one you find the most fun. Like you're gonna hear these crimes and it's like, yeah, I'm into that. It's blazers and lawnmowers, number 1. It's no blazers and no lawnmowers, number 5. Good? Is that better for you?
Got
That's a
it.
good
I'm in
analogy.
now. Now I get it.
Okay,
Thanks for explaining it on terms I can understand.
you gotta speak to people on their level. Okay. Okay. So, with a special thanks to Lindarella, here we go. Number 1 crime is stealing salads with JSABs. You help JSABs steal salads from a cafeteria-style cafe, but you're using them to feed hot homeless men. So you're stealing, but you're helping the least among us.
Oh,
But
shit.
the authorities might not see it that way. Do you risk it?
So we're the Robin Hoods of this whole
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. Can I just say off the bat, I don't know how everybody doesn't put this. I don't know if we are going to put it, Frank and I, but for the people, this is the most exciting and thrilling. Like, what is better than stealing a salad and banging a homeless dude? I mean, that's number 1.
No one
With
said
some-
bagging, but cool.
Well, you're feeding them soup. I mean,
Salad.
Oh, salad. Sorry. Why? That's not caring to give homeless people salads. They're freezing out there. What is wrong with
Summer. Let's say it's August.
All right. So for 1 month, we're in the 1 month where they don't need a soup
All right.
at night.
Can you just
Listen,
Jeez.
It's stealing salads with JSABs.
Sorry.
Stop making it into giving them soup and banging them. I don't understand how you got so far away from the concept.
All right, I got salads in at number 2
That's good.
because I'm leaving number 1 open so I don't get errand, and giving salads to homeless people. I think that's
nice.
That's a good cause.
I can't believe people are putting this at number 4. Look, Janine's mad. She's mad. She's getting 4s. I feel like this is tops. This is everything.
So where are you putting it?
Stealing a like if we're going to have the real AOA Kramer tour, I feel like this would be part of the tour. Like you would steal a salad on the tour.
Or you would he would pass by the store where JSAB stole the salads.
Right, or that.
There it is. So
Yeah.
where are you putting it?
I'm going to put it at 2.
Okay. So after all that, why isn't this number 1 at the top, everyone?
Well, everybody's giving it bad reviews, so I'm going to 2. It downgraded for me.
Bad reviews. Aw. All right.
What?
Then what?
Yeah,
What's
they're actually getting better reviews.
All right. Well, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is Lindarella brings attention to cuck chairs. Lindarella wants cuck chairs to get more of a spotlight than they have, so she is going to put one next to the most famous chair in America, the one Lincoln is sitting in his memorial. Will you help her set it up and be the lookout, even though this crime could be considered a federal one?
Is it a
it's so
crime?
dangerous. I like that.
You think it's a crime to put a chair at the...
Well, are you desecrating?
Well, she's labeling a cuck chair.
Right,
I don't
got
know.
it.
I mean, you're not vandalizing or anything, right? It's
Why are
like
you
if I
busting your wife's balls? Can you just
No,
get into
no,
the
no.
spirit of this thing?
I'm trying to justify me actually doing this crime.
I gotta say, this is attractive to me. Like, this is a prank of all pranks. This is funny and creative. I kind of like this.
All right, where are you going with it?
I'm wondering if how I can't put it at number 1 right now.
Putting
Plus,
a
it's
cuck chair.
It's Lindarella. Okay, here's my assumption. I don't know if it's just Lindarella or like at Lindarella and Aaron, me and you, that round out the other 4. You know what I'm saying? Is everybody getting one, or is it Lindarella and somebody else and just me, you, and JSABs?
The hell are you talking about?
Meaning that there could be another one, because I don't want to hang out with you and
everybody
JSABs.
is
That's
only-
enough. Like, I don't nothing that comes up with you people I'm going to be interested in.
No
But I'd
one
like to
comes
do-
up again, if that's what you mean. No one comes up again. JSABs was first, Lindarella was second, and then there are 3 more AOAers.
It's
So
just you and Lindarella.
Roll the dice.
with me and Frank, that means it could be another person, another AOA hole.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So there's 2 that I want to do. I've only gotten 1. I don't know if the other one is Lindarella or it's going to be a different AOA with a different thing. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
I don't
but
know what the hell
let's
you're
move
what
saying.
I am saying is JSABs is first, Lindarella is second. There are 3 more AOAers, and there are no repeats.
Yeah.
And there are no double ups.
I don't know if I want to put her at 1 if there's going to be a better one from an AOA. Because if I'm
Focus on the
disqualifying,
crime.
okay.
Putting a
I'm
chair.
gonna put it at,
Putting a
put it at
cuck
1.
chair at the Lincoln Memorial.
I'm putting the cuck chair at number 1. Lindarella cuck chair.
All right, I put it at 3, right below salads, because we're not. In the end, fewer homeless guys are getting salads in this.
See, this is why, because you get me, you understand me. Whereas the other
He
2,
wants
yeah, I don't know.
No, all I know is you got to question everything. Well, what, am I going to hang out with the other AOAers?
I'm not quite. No, you were the one questioning. Like, well, is that a crime? You know,
Well, I
You were-
didn't know how serious of a thing it was. That's all I was saying. I didn't know what kind of penalty there is for leaving a chair at the Lincoln Memorial.
You're getting ass raped. Doesn't matter if you're one night in the thing,
God.
Good Lord.
or if you're in federal. Okay, you're gonna have problems, Frank. You're gonna be taken advantage of.
I mean, if that's the case in 1 through 5, then it doesn't matter, does it?
But I guess it doesn't.
Okay.
Good point. All right, Aaron, we're ready for the other 3.
Okay, number 3 is Frank's sneaky Snapple tour. Frank paid the $16.50 to take the tour of the Snapple factory, but he wants to learn all the secrets. So he plans to break away from the tour and discover the secret of what makes the best stuff on Earth. Will you help him by taking pictures and providing the secret to the world, even though it could get you in trouble with the man?
Ooh, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory style.
It is nice.
Me and Grandpa Joe break off and get some fizzy lifting Snapple. I'm in for that one.
All right. Where are you putting it?
1, baby.
Wow. Okay.
Just me and myself. I get to go with myself.
Isn't this great, Frank? It is, Frank.
Way to go, Frank. You too, Frank.
Hey, do me
Frank,
a
give me a boost.
do me a favor. Don't fuck my wife.
You touched my Snapple, Steve.
I'm dying over here.
You touched my Snapple.
Oh, that's good. That's so good.
Got number 1 with the Snapple tour. Because chances are I'm getting some good Snapple on that
Yeah,
tour.
you're gonna get a lot of good Snapple. You're gonna get a lot of good Snapple. I'm putting it at number 5. This is nothing I want to be a part of. I don't want.
I hate you.
I don't want to be with Frank. I especially don't want to be with Frank when he's that happy. Like that's gonna be annoyingly happy. And I don't want.
What if I get to take over the Snapple factory at the end of the tour?
No, because you think it's gonna be Willy Wonka, but it's not. It's not gonna be Willy Wonka.
It'll be Willy Wonka. Up here, it's Willy Wonka.
5 last, dead last.
Come with me, and you'll see.
You got nothing? Oh.
Okay, and you'll be in a world of Snapple, and I got nothing. I lost it. I thought I would come up with something at the very end. I got nothing.
I appreciate you trying. That was good.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of Snappalation. I couldn't get there.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it.
It's tougher than you think.
Snapification? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I'm 5. You're 1. I don't know if anybody else had. Oh, Janine put it at 3. Oceani 3. Neil 5. A couple of deuces.
TD and Will going 1. Let's go, baby.
Oh, yeah,
that
there you
Snapple
go.
recipe and spread it to the world.
Yeah, that would be good. I don't know if you go to jail, but you get the shit suit out of you. You're going to have to file for bankruptcy. That's for sure.
Well, worth it.
They're going to sue your ass. All right, Aaron, what do we got? 2 more left?
Yep. And number 4 is Cuddles goes ride or die. Now, what the people at home may or may not know is Cuddles is ride or die. Back me up, Aunt.
Sure, very much so.
Yeah, she's the most ride or die girl I've ever met in my entire life.
She has no problem letting people know.
If you mess with one of her friends, she will mess you up. So you were at a bar with Cuddles and her friend. Someone starts bothering Cuddles' friend, and she stands up for her friend and gets the annoying person out of the bar. No violence, but a lot of intimidation. Would you fight the good fight with Cuddles, even if it ends up in the backseat of a cop car?
I have a problem with this. This is not realistic from a standpoint of she's not going to hold herself back. There's going to be punches thrown. There's going to be violence. There's not going to be no violence. That's not going to happen.
I'll modify it. Violence.
Lots of violence.
Would you get in the good fight with Cuddles?
Well, I'm looking at.
That will definitely end up in the backseat of a cop car.
I'm looking at 4 number 1s in a row. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Look at all the 1s.
We hit 5. 5 out of 6.
7.
6 out of 7. 7 out of 8. 7 out of DJ Shenanigans. You're an ass.
That's
How could you treat my wife like this with a 3 when everybody's giving 1s?
All right. I only have 4 or 5 left. My 1, 2, and 3 are filled up. But I would fight with Cuddles. If Cuddles got in trouble, I'd throw down.
You put my wife at 4?
I got no choice, man.
My oldest friend, you're a bigger jerk than DJ Shenanigans.
I got no choice. I got to go 4 because
this hurts more.
Actually,
than
5. No, I'm kidding.
Actually,
no, I got. No, I got to go 4 because I only have 4 and 5 left, and I would have put it higher. Of course, I'd throw down for Cuddles.
Love that.
But that's where it is, and I crossed it out because I wasn't sure.
Oh man! Oh, wait till I tell you were thinking about going 5 for a long time.
Only because I forgot that it was like defending. I thought it was just getting to a fight. I don't want to get into a fight, but if it's
that's true. You would
backing up
this.
Cuddle.
You would
I hate confrontation.
If it wasn't my wife.
But if I have to defend a friend or anybody, if I'm defending someone, then I'm in.
Go back though, Aaron. Can you judges clarification here? Are we defending Cuddles, or is Cuddles defending her friend, and you're just getting involved?
Defending her friend, and you get in the fray.
So it's not like Cuddles is being picked on. Does that change how you feel about it?
No, because now Cuddles is in on it. Now Cuddles is in. I'm not gonna leave her
It's
hanging.
just as if she was getting picked on, is what you're saying.
Right. She's part
Got
of it now. So
Okay.
now she's as vulnerable as the person getting picked on.
Got it. Okay. I have 3 and 4 left. I'm gonna put cuddles at 3 because obviously I want to sleep in my bedroom tonight.
Good job.
Some things are easily explained.
I know what you two are doing tomorrow for 2 hours. Picking a fight and throwing down in a bar.
It's gonna be. Never mind.
I don't
Picking
know.
Oh, that's funny. That's good. All right, never mind. What I was gonna say was awful and stupid. All right, go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, and the last one is the Bailey family learns the true meaning of Thanksgiving with Anthony. Devotees will remember that Anthony had a problem with the Bailey family, who had a problem with Thanksgiving being extended to those outside the immediate family. They wanted Thanksgiving to be just with their immediate family, no extended family, and that was their true meaning of Thanksgiving. And Anthony lost his collective mind. So, will you sacrifice your Thanksgiving to spend it with Anthony, who comes to the Bailey house with the turkey and all the trimmings, to the Baileys to teach them the true meaning of the holiday, knowing the cops will very well be called?
You show up at a turkey and they call the cops on you.
I got it at number 4, and I wrote "Ant," and that's skank.
That's nice.
Yeah, thanks.
I put Anthony. You're at 5 because what am I holding the mashed potatoes or something? What am I doing?
That would be the best if you were just
Just a
just
little
stand with a bowl of mashed potatoes.
I've got the trimmings. The mashed potatoes smash on the ground as they put cuffs on me. I don't know about that. And I look at you and I go, I don't think this was well thought out. We probably should have called first.
All right, hold on, keep going. This is actually, we might have something here. We're getting something good.
Keep going. What?
But your little thing, your whole little movie that you're writing right now.
No, I think that we show up and we get thrown in jail because we're trespassing or we're whatever on someone's Thanksgiving.
You got a story. Who's Kevin McAllister's? I think it should be Kevin McAllister's.
What are you? Where is this going? What?
You said somebody's Thanksgiving. I think we should pick Kevin McAllister. I don't know.
Baileys.
Oh, that's right. It's the Baileys, Frank. Pay attention.
You all right?
I'm fine. Totally. No, because forget it. Never mind. Because I said you were you were writing a good movie the way you were writing that story before about what happens when we get to the Baileys. You drop in mashed potatoes and all that. I said you're on a roll. Keep going. I hate you so much.
I want to thank Lindarella for one of the funniest vibes we've ever had.
Way to go.
And, I hope this weekend everyone stays out of trouble and does not get arrested.
Okay. Before you go, Aaron, to my point, this is what I was trying to say before.
No, it's okay. We got it. It's cool. It's cool. It's 100% cool.
We're all good.
No, I got Lindarella at number 1. My list is Bazing because what I was saying before, she went cuddles. And that was the addition. That's why, so I got it right. I got Lindarella up top.
Yes, it was Lindarella replaced me in the 5 people of AOA because I couldn't think of anything that I do wrong because I'm an angel.
That's true.
But so special thanks to her, special thanks to you guys, and
thanks to you,
Puddles, for being ride or die. Special thanks to everybody who turned it on Friday night. Good luck to Mercury, who's assembling furniture. Safe home to Bird, who is driving, and all that, and Paul, who got a demerit, but we still love him.
Yeah, did he send that? Did he email that over? By the way, so an email address. Go for it.
Yeah, I think he's okay with his tardy slip. All right, bye guys. Thanks for letting me be part of it.
Great job, hon. There you go. Pick up the Oval the novel, the book written by Aaron. It's available on Amazon right now. You can go check it out on the click the link below in the description. You can pick up a copy just like Anthony's holding in his hand right there, or download a digital copy and you can read it on your tablet or your iPad or wherever. And it's a wonderful book written by Erin herself, the whole thing. It's an amazing read. Make sure you pick it up today.
Well done, my friend. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm going to curl up with this book and on the bed, start the old lawnmower and just have myself an evening. Just read the whole thing.
Light some candles. Start the
Yeah,
lawnmower.
of course, we'll license can't make it nice.
All right, good for
Make it
you.
nice for everybody involved.
However you choose to enjoy Oval is your business. As long as you pick up the book Oval, after you've got the book, it's you do you.
That's well said. You got an advertising campaign there, my friend. You
Right.
wrote the whole thing out.
Once the book is yours, you take it from there.
Have yourself a grand old time. All right, you guys have yourselves a grand old time. Have a wonderful weekend. We're back here with you on Monday.
Show me potato salad. Maybe we should go now.